Next question, do you want it to be machine washable or are you okay with hand washing it only? It's an entirely personal choice. If it must be machine washable and dryable, choose a plant fiber or superwash wool. Stay away from alpaca and regular wool because they will felt in your washing machine. Unfortunately, many of the really wonderful qualities of wool that I discussed earlier that allow it to create structured, good water-resistant garments are lost through the superwash process. So if that is something that you're committed to, then you definitely want to stay with non-superwash wool. I personally have knit probably dozens of sweaters that are not superwash. They're not very hard to take care of. They definitely don't need to be washed as much as something like an undershirt. So keep it in mind. I think that if you make something that you really love, then you're going to find the time to care for it. And it's up to you. Next question is, what is your budget? Keep it in mind when you shop for fibers. I really think that it's possible to knit the sweater of your dreams on almost any budget. One of the things that's going to help you to budget for this are estimates in yardage. Since this sweater is custom made for your measurements, then these are just estimates. We can't guarantee that this is the amount of yarn that you'll need. I've included, you'll find them in the PDF that's attached to the blog. We have estimated measurements for 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, and 56-inch busts in fingering, sport, DK, worsted or heavy worsted, and bulky yarns. And if you're quick with math, then you'll see that there's a slight pattern. So if you need to size it up or down, you can probably estimate how much yarn you're going to need for other sizes. Remember that if you're double or triple stranding, you'll need to double or triple the amount of yardage on the chart. There is a cushion built in for swatching, but please remember it's always better to have more yarn than you need than not enough. So if you want to toss in an extra ball with the order, it probably won't hurt. What I really like to do is swatch with a variety of yarns before I commit to one for a sweater, especially if you're not familiar with some of the fibers that we've discussed today. It can be a great way to familiarize yourself with them. And it can also be a really good way to more accurately calculate your yardage before you make an entire order. There are some really good yardage estimators online where you input the weight of your yarn in your gauge and it will calculate how much you need for various garments. And I refer to a couple of those in the PDF as well. So I'm personally going to be making a simple stockinette sweater out of swish worsted in the Marine Heather colorway with plain old ribbed cuffs and hems. I've been talking for too long. This means I should shut up. But you can think about anything that's going to make this sweater really perfect for you. We're going to only cover sweaters in stockinette stitch, like I said earlier. If you really want to do color work or cables, feel free to, but you're going to do that at your own hazard because I don't have enough time to cover everything. But we will be talking later in the program about how you can drop stitch patterns into the kind of sweater we're going to design. If you really want a lacy look for your sweater, you can certainly knit a light yarn on larger needles and get that. But pattern sweaters are a lot to cover, so maybe we'll have another course after this one where we touch on that topic. When you have your yarn selected, then you're ready to start swatching, which is going to be the topic of our next lesson. I'm Nina, and I'm looking forward to making sweaters with all of you.